Welcome to the Budget Subcommittee number 2.
It's a full house.
Full house. Welcome. And now I'm going to ask for a short pause. What do we need to do?
She's making some changes to the
How many changes? Recommendation? Good morning again. We are about to begin with the vote-only calendar, but first we need to establish a quorum. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Here.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Here.
All right, a quorum is established. We'll start with the vote-only calendar, and I'm going to go through these department by department. Hang on. We could do that.
Waiting for Jim.
Here's what I'm going to do. We'll go department by department. We'll simply hold the vote open on all of the items. All right? All right. Senator Pavley, we will begin with, we're going department by department. I'll just hold every item open until Jim arrives. All right? 0540, vote only, Secretary for Natural Resources, items 1 through 4.
I'd like to move items 1 through 4.
One moment.
Secretary of Natural
Can't do that. Thank you. 1 moment. But they're going to change. Excuse us.
On these pages, these are motions. Motions for 1, 3, motion for 2.
No. All right, we're back again. First, Secretary for Natural Resources. I will take, we have 4 items. I'm going to take a motion on the first item, which is item number 3.
So moved.
All right, it has been moved. That is the River Parkways and Cultural and Historical Endowment reappropriation. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
2-0. We will keep that open. I would like a motion on the remainder, 1, 2, and 4.
I'll make a motion to approve items 1, 2, and 4.
Number 1 is the implementation of 142, timber regulation and forest restoration, public process and technical support, and the San Joaquin River settlement. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
All right, that remains 2-0, and we'll simply hold that for a moment. Open. All right, Senator Nielsen, welcome. We're going to start with the Secretary for Natural Resources, and we did this, we separated out item 3. Let's start with that. The roll is open.
Wolk, aye. Pavley, aye. Nielsen?
All right, the item is 3-0. It is approved. The remainder of the items, 1, 2, and 4, please call the roll.
Wolk, aye. Pavley, aye. Nielsen?
All right, 2-1. Those items 1, 2, and 4 are supported. Moving on to the California Science Center and California African American Museum, we have 5 items. Do I have a motion?
On all 5?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve all 5 items.
All right. The 5 items are the bathroom and drinking fountain renovations at the California African American Museum, the Exposition Park Public Safety Staffing, the Exposition Park Reimbursement Authority increase, the Office of Exposition Park Assistant General Manager, and the increased contract services. We have a motion. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
3-0, they are approved. We're now moving on to California Conservation Corps. Actually, California Conservation Corps, one item, the May revised technical adjustment, approved as proposed. Recommendation is to approve. May I have a motion?
So move.
It's been moved. That's the May revised technical adjustment. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
3-0, that is approved. That item is approved. Department of Conservation, legislative proposal for best practices for well abandonment. Please, I need a motion.
I'll move that item.
All right, it's been moved by Senator Pavley. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? No. Senator Pavley?
Aye.
That is approved, 2-1. Moving on to the Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, we have 3 items. The reappropriation and technical adjustment from the spring finance letter, the aviation contracts, and the exclusive use helicopters. Do I have a motion?
So move.
Thank you. Items 1, 2, and 3, approve as proposed. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
3-0, those items are approved. Department of Fish and Wildlife, we have 2 items, Sacramento and San Joaquin River tributaries and loan repayments for the Oil Spill Response Trust Fund. Is there a motion?
So move.
Moved by Senator Pavley, approved as proposed. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
Approved, 2-1. The State Coastal Conservancy, we have 2 items, Proposition 1 proposal and the Habitat Conservation Fund reversions. May I have a motion?
I'll move those 2 items.
Thank you. Approved as proposed is the motion for items 1 and 2. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
3-0. Supported. Native American Heritage Commission, we have a reappropriation. May I have a motion?
I'll move the Native American Heritage Commission appropriation.
Thank you.
Reappropriation.
Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
3-0. That is supported. Now then, Department of Parks and Recreation. It's my intent to move items 3 and 4 separately. So let's start with items 3 and 4, the spring finance letter capital outlay and the extension of liquidation. Do I have a motion?
I'll move those 2 items, items 3 and 4.
All right. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
Those items are approved, 3-0. That leaves us with items 1 and 2. 1 is the Vessel Operator Certification Program, and number 2, the Community Outreach Pilot Program. May I have a motion?
I'll move items 1 and 2 in the Department of Parks and Recreation budget.
Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? No. Senator Pavley?
Aye.
Those are approved. Those 2 items, 1 and 2, under Parks and Recreation are approved 2-1. San Francisco Bay Conservation Development Commission, the BCDC, as opposed to the BDCP. Don't worry about it. Number 1, co-location.
It always confused me, though.
Yes, it is.
It has nothing to do with tunnels, does it?
No, no tunnels. One's good and one's bad. That's an editorial comment.
Okay.
3820 San Francisco Bay, BCDC, co-location to regional headquarters, something they've wanted for a long time. Would you move the motion?
I would be glad to move.
All right, it is approved as proposed. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? No. Senator Pavley?
Aye.
It is supported 2-1. Let's move on to the Department of Water Resources. I'm going to take items 1 and 2 separately. 1 is the System Reoperation Program and Surface Storage Program, and number 2 is the Spring Finance Letter and Technical Adjustments, Reappropriations, Extensions of Liquidation, and Reversions.
Senator Nielsen, that item sounds like it's something you'd be supportive of. Do you want to make the motion, or do you want me?
All right, it's been moved by Senator Nielsen. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
All right, 3-0, and we have Item 3 remains, which is the May revision loan payment deferrals.
I'll make a motion to approve item 3 on the loan payment deferrals.
All right, please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? No. Senator Pavlik?
Aye.
That item number 3, May revision loan payment deferrals, is approved 2-1. Let me see here. We're still okay. Air Resources Board, we have 5 items. We have Enhanced Fleet Modernization Program, litigating civil penalties, Sustainable Freight Action Plan and implementation, 350 implementation, and 1496 implementation. The recommendation is to approve with a conforming action on item 4 to make the position funding limited term. May I have a motion?
I'll move those 5 items for the Air Resources Board.
All right, please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? No. Senator Pavlik?
Aye.
Those items are approved 2-1. We are now at the State Water Resources Control Board items. I'm going to take separately 2, 4, 6, and 8. Number 2, Governor's Budget and Spring Finance Letter, Technical Adjustments, Reappropriations, and Reversions. The Leviathan Mine Workload, Proposition 1, Water Commission, and the Board Member Per Diem. To note that that has been reduced to $250 per diem. Pardon? You want to separate that out? All right.
Oh, you have it listed twice.
Got that. All
I
right.
realize.
Okay, so
2, 4, and 6.
we're doing 2, 4, and 6. May I have a motion?
I'll move file items 2, 4, and 6.
All right, that has been moved. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavlik?
Aye.
All right, those are approved 3-0. Now let's go on to items 1, 3, 7, 8, and 9. Oh, yes, I see the problem. All right,
I will move file items 1, 3, 7, 8, and 9 with the note on file item 8. The request was reduced to $250 per diem.
all right.
What is the final version of the per diem? I know we're going to be 250, but did we bring down the total amount? Is it restricted in any way, the per diem?
Is there somebody here from the Water Board? Staff.
Tom was here. I saw Tom Howard.
Where, Tom? Where are you?
Oh, there he is.
Okay, come on forward. We recognize the per diem was reduced, but again, Senator Nielsen has a question.
Correct. The proposal is to reduce it from the 500 down to the 250. I don't know if there's been any discussion of the cap, though.
Well, the cap was 750 or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But that should be reduced. Is it still 750?
I believe it should be reduced to be commensurate with the 250.
But
Commensurate.
are we voting with it reduced or restricted? I mean,
I think that's up to you personally. We haven't really, it's at your discretion.
well,
do you have a
then
comment?
I'm not going to vote on this till I know what I'm voting on.
Wait 1 second. Do you have a clarification?
Ella Marati, Department of Finance. In the Assembly, when they reduced the per diem, we also reduced the appropriation to reflect the lower per diem. It was, I think, in the range of a couple $100,000.
So it's now down to 200,000 cap?
The cap would also come down,
50, so it would be down around, what, 350 now or so?
roughly. We could get back to you with the
Proportionate, in other words.
Right, exactly. It's a proportional change.
Is there any other restriction on the number of days that one can have per diem too?
The proposal is that it would be a statewide cap. So I believe under current law, there's a cap for each regional board, and the proposal instead allows for some flexibility of movement of the funds between boards, but by setting a statewide cap.
But there is no restriction on the number of days. It's purely a monetary cap.
Wait, we have somebody else.
Okay.
Somebody will know the answer.
I believe, Philip Chen, Department of Finance, I believe there's a cap that they have a per day a cap, and then they also have a cap on the
Days per year?
the prep days. So they would be allowed 1 day to prep for each meeting, and then obviously the per diem for each meeting.
Now, what do you mean per day cap? You get 1 day per meeting, 1 day per preparation, and then do they have other numbers of other days?
That would be it. That would all, that would,
Statewide cap, remember?
right,
On the
well,
total
but,
amount.
right. And then so the number of days is capped there, and then there's a statewide cap of the dollars.
Of the dollars, okay, all right. But that did come down to it would be, it's 250, so they would come down to half of the 750, right?
Approximately, yeah.
Clear it up.
Yeah, yeah, okay, all right.
All right. What we have in front of us is 1, 3, 7, 8, and 9, I believe. Motion?
So move.
All right, that's drinking water program, federally mandated inspections and workload. Senator Nielsen, you want 8? Okay. I'll ask you to
That would be
change the motion
5 and
to,
8. I'll change the motion to reflect approval of file items 1, 3,
7,
7,
and 9.
Thank you. I'm not comfortable until I actually read the language. Maybe in the full, I can take it in the trailer bill, I can vote for it, but I need to look at the language.
That's fine.
And
That's fine.
I guess I just had one comment just to give my opinion on the per diem increase. It really varies the workload from one regional board to the other, and I think the way they've appropriate, that's why they move it back and forth as long as you have a cap, so I appreciate that. I can see the unintended consequences of other boards and commissions wanting an increase that now get paid $100 a day plus $100 a day in preparation. So, but I certainly support it, and I know, for example, the LA Ventura County Regional Water Board, that's a really time-consuming commitment for anyone to.
I could see the justification here. I'm a little sensitive to actually how the language restricts, and I do anticipate every other board in the state, jumping on the train quickly, so we'll be prepared to watch that unfold.
All right, we have a motion on 1, 3, 7, and 9, the drinking water program. 3 is the high-speed rail authority expedited permitting. 7, the water rights permitting, which we heard on April 7th. And item 9, which is the May revision loan deferrals. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavlik?
Aye.
You're,
Nielsen, no.
all right. 2 to 1. Those items are approved. Now we're going to go to item,
5 and 8. I could make a motion.
no, item 5. Okay, 5 and 8. All right, drought activities, yes, and the board member per diem. Please call, is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Senator Pavlik. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavlik?
Aye.
All right, 2-0 with an abstention, that they are supported. All right, thank you very much. All right, let's move on to the Department of Toxic Substances Control. We have 6 items. I'll take a motion on all 6.
Madam Chair, I'd like to pull item number 3, the high-speed rail permitting.
All right,
I'll make a
Let's-
motion.
I'm sorry, no, the fee-for-service issue. The fee-for-service issue. I'd like to have that discussed. Fee-for-service,
where is
number 3.
trailer building, which, flat fee, that's
The
correct.
flat fee or to the fee-for-service?
3. Let's take that off. Let's have a motion on 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6.
I'll make a motion to approve file items 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 in the Department of Toxic Substances Control.
All right, the hazardous waste management permitting support, the enhanced permitting capacity and support, strategic program development, Office of Environmental Justice and Tribal Affairs, and the independent review panel legislative proposal to add members. All right, please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavlik?
Aye.
Those items are supported 3-0. All right, and excuse me. number, Senator Nielsen, was that no on that? Oh, next one, all right. Trailer bill language, that's item 3. May I have a motion?
Senator Wolk?
First, we need a motion.
I'll move file item 3.
All right, yes, please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? No. Senator Pavley?
Aye.
All right, that is 2 to 1, supported. All right, now we're going to the department. It's vote only. Did you want discussion?
I want a
Item
discussion
3?
on the, that,
All right, well, we already voted, but you could make some comments if you like.
well, I thought I hollered that out, I guess I
You
did.
did, but then you voted, so it's, I'm sorry that I didn't.
Okay, well,
realize that.
record me as a no on that 3.
We did.
Okay.
All right. All right, we'll move on to the Department of Resources, Recycling, and Recovery. We have settlement fees for public service announcement. Please, is there a motion?
So move.
All right, it's been moved. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
3 to 0, that is supported. Now we'll go to the Department of Food and Agriculture, and we're going to separate these. We're separating out item number 1, which is the Network of California Fairs oversight. May I have a motion?
So move file item
1.
1.
All right. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
All right, 3 to 0, that item is approved. We now have 2 more items. Items 2 and 3, Alternative Fuels Quality and Oversight Program, and the Medical Marijuana Regulation Projects.
I'll make a motion to approve file items 2 and 3 for the Department of Food and Agriculture.
All right, please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? Senator Pavley?
Aye.
All right, those 2 are approved, 2 to 1. And that concludes the vote-only items. Now, we'll begin the very long issues for discussion. We will start with...
Senator Walk, could I
Yes.
reiterate how I'm recorded on those toxics issues? I want to make sure, particularly on item number 3.
Item 3, you are recorded as a no vote.
Okay, I apologize. I thought I said it long enough that I did want that discussed, but I just want to make sure I was recorded as a...
You are recorded as a no vote. All right, environmental justice and lead exposure, the May revision proposals. Let's have... These are a number of different departments. I don't think I want to hear from everyone, but you should be available to answer questions if there are questions. So who's going to take the lead? Hello?
Well, this is all under Matt Rodriguez's department,
Okay.
the EPA secretary.
I'm Dalio.
Who is taking? You're on.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the committee. I'm Matt Rodriguez, the Secretary for Environmental Protection, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you this morning. The issue I'm addressing is the modest proposal in the May revision to increase by 2 positions and $340,000 the budget for the Office of the Secretary for purposes of furthering our commitment to environmental justice in the state of California. And so I'll be focusing my comments on this proposal this morning. The Multimedia Enhanced Environmental Justice Enforcement BCP before you today is a collaboration between the Office of the Secretary and 5 of the boards and departments within Cal EPA. Specifically, the request is for 6 permanent full-time positions for a total of $904,000 annually to increase coordinated enforcement and compliance efforts in the areas of the state that are really facing disproportionate burdens from environmental issues and hazards. Representatives of the 4 boards and departments that would be receiving positions are with me today if you should have any detailed questions. Environmental justice issues, as you know, are widespread throughout the state. The resources requested through this proposal will increase coordination among Cal EPA boards and departments, and will also help us to coordinate with local, state, and federal regulatory and law enforcement agencies to facilitate compliance and enforcement efforts involving all media, such as air, water, toxics, solid waste, and pesticides. The efforts of this team will also improve on the involvement of disadvantaged communities in these enforcement efforts. The enforcement divisions within Cal EPA are legitimately focused most of the time on independent, single immediate actions in enforcing their programs. However, what we've discovered is that there is a need to really increase collaboration between the boards and departments and work on an agency-wide basis in certain areas of the state where enforcement can deal with a number of environmental issues at the same time. In 2013, we announced the creation of a new agency-wide working group focused on environmental justice issues and improving compliance with state environmental laws. And what we've done is we've worked with this working group to do a couple of model programs in Fresno and in Los Angeles, where we've focused our efforts on helping communities that we've identified as disadvantaged, that is, communities are facing a number of environmental issues. And what we'd like to do is take this model or pilot project that we've started on and really have it as a standing multimedia group that we can do this on a yearly basis and focus on some of the areas of the state that really are crying out for more environmental compliance. Members of the working group will include the enforcement chiefs from the Department of Pesticide Regulation, from Cal Recycle, the Air Resources Board, the Department of Toxic Substances Control, and the State Water Resources Control Board. And then other members of the working group will include Cal EPA's Deputy Secretary for Law Enforcement and Counsel, and the Assistant Secretary for Environmental Justice and Tribal Affairs. So that's the idea in a nutshell. I'd welcome any questions that the committee may have.
All right, thank you. Are there, yes. Senator Pavley?
Just for clarification, Secretary Rodriguez, you're using the Cal Enviro screen as the way to define disadvantaged communities, correct, for this?
That is one of the things that we would use, but we wouldn't confine ourselves necessarily to Cal Enviro screen. We've got a new complaint tracking system that we'll also be looking at where the complaints coming in from. And we do want some flexibility. So, for example, if there was a significant event in a given area of the state, that might give rise to
Tire burning or whatever.
Exactly. Exactly.
And is that why Cal Recycle's part of it? I was trying to wrap my head around. I get the air and water quality things, but is there something in the Cal Recycle program that is directly related to disproportionate impacts to disadvantaged communities?
Absolutely. There can be concerns about waste disposal sites, or tire disposal sites, things like that that fall within the jurisdiction of Cal Recycle.
Got it. Thank you.
All right.
It sounds like a great program that'll be modeled in other states, perhaps.
All right. Is there any public comment? Seeing none, is there a motion?
So moved.
All right.
This is the environmental justice proposal.
And the recommendation is to approve as proposed. Please call the roll.
Senator Wolk?
Aye.
Senator Nielsen? No. Senator Pavley?
Aye.
That is supported 2-1. The second issue is the lead exposure proposals. Again, who's on?